Hi everyone. So today I thought I would talk about the things that I brought with me to Melbourne and the things that I've bought in Melbourne. Perhaps if you've listened to my other videos, you know that when I came to Melbourne, I brought way too many gifts for my grandchildren. And I literally had no room in my suitcase. I brought pretty much no clothing. I brought almost no toiletries. And I've brought very limited footwear. So when I came here, I had to purchase quite a few things to get me through 2.5 months. Or I shouldn't say quite a few things, but I had to purchase some things to get me through. Also, keep in mind that when I came to Melbourne, it wasn't as a tourist. I am not here on vacation per se. I'm here to live here for 2.5 months. And my goal down the road is to increase that amount of time for the next time I come. And so the things that I'm purchasing are not things that I kind of want to bring home with me and that I think are kind of cool necessarily, although in some cases that is the case. But there are things that I can honestly, truly wear here as everyday things that make me blend into the environment that is Melbourne and not stand out as a tourist. And also these are things that I won't necessarily take back with me because I'm thinking that I might leave a little care bag here of things so that next time I come, I'm not repurchasing stuff because that gets expensive. All right, if you're new here, my name is Reina and this is Small Retired Life. And on my channel, we talk about all things retirement, living in our 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. And we basically cover all of the highs and the lows of being in this chapter of our life. If you're new here, welcome here. Also, if you're new here, I am currently in Melbourne, Australia, and I have been here since January. And I'm just hanging out with my family here. I try to come every year, or I have been trying to come every year. And so I'm just enjoying my life here. And I thought I would just talk about a little bit what I am consuming while I am in Melbourne. Something that I did take with me in my suitcase is my supplements and my daily multivitamin. I'm pleased to partner up with Ritual, who is the sponsor of this video. And let me just say, I cannot believe it took 64 years for me to start taking a multivitamin regularly. I take Essentials for Women 50 Plus, which is a clinically backed, clean, high quality ingredient multivitamin specifically formulated for women over 50 like myself and helps fill in the gaps during those days when my diet is not optimal. I specifically enjoy Ritual's products because they are made traceable, which basically means that any of the labeled key ingredients show where they are from, why they are there, and how they are validated. I also like the fact that their capsule design allows the multivitamin to be gentle on my tummy. I don't have any kind of a tummy upset from taking it. This comprises clean, high quality ingredients that are bioavailable, and it's very easy to take. I simply take 2 capsules a day, and because this is a delay release formula, this is one of the reasons why it is also gentle on the tummy. There are a couple of other supplements that I'm enjoying taking from Ritual. One of them is Hyacera. This is a once a day supplement that enhances your skin, and essentially I call it skincare from within, and you simply take 1 capsule each day. And I have noticed my skin is a little bit smoother, it feels a little bit glowy and a little bit more hydrated since I have started taking this. Another product that I'm enjoying is Symbiotic Plus. This is a once a day product, so I take 1 capsule every day. And it is a 3-in-1 product. It is a prebiotic, a probiotic, and a postbiotic. It's formulated to keep your microbiome in balance and to enhance gut health. I enjoy taking this because as I'm traveling, my diet is inconsistent, and this helps to keep me from bloating and just to go to the washroom regularly. I encourage you to try Rituals products for yourself. Follow my special link in the description below the video, or you can scan the QR code that you'll see somewhere on screen. Use the code RETIREDLIFE25 and you will receive 25% off your first order of Ritual products. Thank you, Ritual, for sponsoring this video. As always, I want to cover several areas, so I will look at some of the clothing that I purchased here, maybe some of the toiletries. I have talked a little bit about my toiletries in my video on health and fitness and that type of thing, but I will discuss them here. Also talk about maybe some of the things that I'm going to be bringing back in terms of gifts or just little things for myself, things that I will bring back and I'm not leaving here. And also talk about some of the food items that I've discovered while I am in Australia and that I'm particularly loving. So kind of an all-encompassing range of things. I've done these types of videos before, and I thought it would be fun to do a video like this while I'm traveling here. Let's talk about the toiletries first, and I will talk about what I did bring with me. So I brought some contact lens solution with me because I felt like I needed to have that while traveling. The other thing I brought with me was my sunscreen. This one is by La Roche-Posay. I also brought my mascara, and this is my regular one that I use from Merit. Because of the hard contact lenses, I felt that I need the mascara that I always use. So I brought that, and I didn't want to be buying makeup here per se, because why? I have makeup at home. So I did bring my little blush. This one is from Merit, and it can act as a lipstick as well if I need it. Now, some of the things that I would, let's say, think of as cosmetics that I did purchase here are from a store called Mecca, M-E-C-C-A, and I'm not sure if it's actually an Australian store, but I think it is. And they have their own brand of cosmetics and skincare, like think Sephora and the Sephora brand stuff, but their brand, like the Mecca brand, is absolutely beautiful skincare. Like I'm in love with that brand, and I'm sad I cannot get that in Canada. So I bought 2 items. One is a type of serum. It's kind of almost acts like a bit of a neutralizing type cream that you put on before you put makeup on, but it's really, really nice. And then I also got this lip balm. I'm trying to focus this for you. And even though it looks like it is color, it goes on super sheer. Like almost, like I'm wearing it right now, and all it does is give me a tiny hint of color. It is wonderfully moisturizing. I'm slathering this stuff on. I forgot to bring lip balm with me. I typically use like a lip oil that I really enjoy from my Merit makeup, but I forgot to bring it. And so I had to get some because I like to have a hint of color without having to wear lipstick. And I like to have some moisturizing stuff. So these are things that I bought here that I'm really enjoying. I don't really consider them cosmetic. Not that I really needed this because I have a moisturizer, but I thought, why not? Why not try something that is from here that I can't get at home? Of course, I purchased my CeraVe face moisturizer. This is my go-to. I buy this all the time. I think I mentioned in a video that the one that they sell here in Australia seems to be a little bit of a different formulation, and I actually really like it. I was going to just, use it for the 2.5 months and then throw out whatever, but I think I might take this home with me, or even buy an extra to take home with me. I always get sunscreen when I'm here. They actually have the best sunscreen in Australia. So I don't bother bringing like sunscreen for my body. I just bring my face one because I know that one doesn't irritate me, but I just buy this Maxi Block. It's like just a drugstore brand here, but I find it really works, and I use the SPF 50 because very fair skinned, and I burn very easily. The last thing I want to mention in the kind of personal care category is this Miracle Spray hair stuff. I mentioned it before in my last video. This is absolutely chef's kiss. You put it on after you wash your hair and before you blow dry, and it's a leave-in moisturizer. It's a heat resistance type of thingy. I don't know anything about hair products, but this stuff is amazing. And honestly, I want to say thank you to the viewer who commented or left me a comment a few weeks ago saying that you can actually buy this on Amazon, and I looked it up, and sure enough, I can get this on Amazon Canada. So a big thank you to the lovely person who gave me that tip, because I will be repurchasing this when I am back home, and that means I don't have to take it with me. All right, we'll go on to clothing next. I did buy a few things here that I'm particularly loving. Keep in mind, again, this is all just casual type stuff that I can bum around the beach in. Nothing fancy. It's not meant to necessarily look good. I have 1 or 2 things that I purchased that I think look good, but really it's all about casual lifestyle. For the clothing edition, I am in front of my big blank white wall so that I can put things on the side of the video. What I brought with me when I came to Melbourne was my travel outfit, which comprised a fleece jacket, a linen short sleeve t-shirt, a thicker kind of pair of sweat pants that were wider leg and that I knew I could wear here on a colder day, and my Birkenstocks, and that was it. What I brought with me in my suitcase was a few white short sleeve t-shirts. They were all from Lululemon. Very basic. I brought one in black, and then I brought this long sleeve type of shirt with me, which you will see in one of my little montages on the side. That it's more of a loungy kind of shirt that I normally don't wear out, but in a pinch you can wear it out. I brought underwear, of course, and I didn't really bring any jewelry with me. I brought one ring that I was wearing and then my earrings that I was wearing. And that was pretty much it. I also brought one pair of kind of loungy sweatpant type pants, which I would not be caught dead wearing outside of the house. That's all I brought. So I had to get a few basics when I came here. My favorite place for basics in Melbourne is a place called Cotton On. It is a bit of a kind of a fast fashion, I guess, place, but it's reasonable. They sell clothing that is appropriate for the weather here, and it's inexpensive, and I don't mind leaving it behind. When I go back to Calgary, I'll just put it in a little bag for my family to keep for me for next time I come back. So one of the things that I bought was actually this shirt. It's just, I needed an extra long sleeve top. There have been a couple of cooler days, and it is a little bit cooler here in the mornings. So I just bought this. This is like very basic, just kind of a slouchy t-shirt with long sleeves. I got it a little bit oversized because I just want to be comfortable. This is what I kind of wear around the house, but every now and then I'll take it outside. I got a pair of linen white shorts from Cotton On, just very simple drawstring. These are really meant for going out on the beach. I don't think I would wear these in Calgary, so these are staying here. And I will be showing them with this little top that I purchased in one of the local stores in the village. It's a linen top and very comfortable. It is by an Australian brand called Arlington Milne, something like that. It was on sale, so that was my big reason for purchasing it. Is I liked the print, and I also liked the fact that it was like 30% off or something. This one will be staying here as well. I will show it on the side with my little shorts. I love this. I can wear it, you know, with my white shorts. I can wear it with my white pants, and it's very comfy. And I've been wearing this quite a bit. It's really nice when I go out and I just pair it up with my white pants, and it looks quite dressy. But with my white shorts, I can wear it to the beach and it's very breezy. I then purchased a couple of pairs of I call them pajama pants. I wear them. They're so easy to wear. They're elastic waist to accommodate the weight I've gained, and hopefully will look fine if I lose my weight. And I bought them in black and white. They're what I guess they call them kind of a barrel leg. I'll show on the side a little clip of me wearing the white ones at the beach. These are so comfortable, and they were from a store called Seed, S-E-E-D. Again, I don't think that there is one, or I've never seen one outside of Australia. I really like that store. They sell kind of basic things. So, you know, think white, black, blue, linen, tops, little dresses. I don't really have a comparable that I can think of for Canada. I think that I will leave these behind as well. I just don't wear linen in Calgary that much. We don't have the weather for it. But these pants have taken me through my entire trip. The black ones look super cute with just a black little t-shirt. And with some black sandals, it can look quite dressy, especially if you put a little bit of jewelry with them. And they've taken me through all kinds of situations here, going out for dinner, going to the beach because they're so comfortable. I don't mind if they kind of get dirty. They wash really well. I've washed them a number of times here, and I have like a really crappy washing machine in this Airbnb. So a lot of times I end up taking my things to the laundromat and it's been fine. Something that is an absolute must in Australia is a hat. And I purchased this little kind of, I don't know what you call this, what kind of hat that is. But anyways, it's super lightweight. A lot of Australians wear this. It's kind of made out of apparently some kind of paper type thing, like you don't want to get it wet, but it's very lightweight and you can roll it up. Again, this will probably stay here because I can't even imagine wearing this in Calgary. The only time we wear hats in Calgary is during Stampede. The other couple of hats I purchased I have a little bucket hat. Now this is a child's hat. They're both children's hats because I have such a small head. And even though this is a child's hat, I still have to adjust it in the back. These were super inexpensive, and I usually wear this one when I'm walking or doing some kind of a workout thing outside. And this one comes with me to the beach, or if I have to go to my grandson's basketball game, it just like bunches up and fits into a small tote bag. So I definitely have had great use of my hats here. Surprisingly enough, I've purchased a couple of dresses, which I don't wear dresses in Calgary, but here they are definitely kind of a staple because of the weather. So you've probably seen me wear this one in videos. I will show it to you on. It's very easy to wear. Again, this one will stay here. It's from a store in St. Kilda called In Store. This is not a store I've seen anywhere else. I don't even think they have. They might have another store in Melbourne, but I'm not sure. I think it's kind of an independent store. This is such a lightweight, it's this beautiful cotton. The pattern is kind of fun. I don't usually even wear patterns when I'm in Calgary, so this dress is a huge departure from what I normally wear. But I've worn it a few times. It's super airy, super comfy to wear, and it was not that expensive. Actually, it was very inexpensive, and so that was one of the reasons I bought it, because I'm only wearing it when I'm in Melbourne. The next dress I purchased is this one, and I will show you on the side. I love this dress. This was a splurge. This was by my favorite designer in Australia. Her name is Lindsay Nicholas. I purchased a couple of items from her last year. I have these floral pants that I purchased last year. The print is similar to this, and you may see me wearing them in videos. Actually, I forgot to mention, I brought those with me to Australia. This dress is coming back to Calgary with me. I don't really have a dress in Calgary, so it's nice to have one dress in your wardrobe that you can wear. And this one is definitely going to do the trick. What I like about this dress is that if I was to wear a pair of cowboy boots with it, it'll be perfect for Calgary Stampede. But it's also dressy. If you wear dressier shoes with it, I could see wearing that to someone's wedding and that type of thing. So this was, for me, this was my kind of gift to myself, or one of my gifts to myself, that I purchased while I'm here. I also purchased these fun pants. They're kind of like a tracksuit or sweatsuit, type pant. They have a bit of an animal print, and then on the side they have this really cool stripe. They're from the same store that one flowered dress is from In Store in St. Kilda, and again, they were very inexpensive. Another long sleeve that I purchased is the Snoopy one that you've seen me wearing in some of my videos. This is just from Uniqlo. I could probably buy this in Calgary. I just needed a long sleeved sweatshirt to throw over me when I'm at the beach if it gets a little bit cooler. And this just kind of fit the bill. Uniqlo is always reasonably priced, and I haven't decided if I'm going to take it back to Calgary with me. I'm thinking I might, because it is so comfortable to wear, and I would definitely get a ton of wear out of it in Calgary. Probably almost more wear than I have been wearing it here. That's pretty much it for my clothing. Now, as I said, a lot of it will stay behind. Most of it will stay behind. The only other thing I purchased that kind of makes dressing in just a few items fun is a little bit of jewelry. Like I said, I didn't bring any with me except for the one ring I was wearing and the earrings that I had in. I did purchase a little fun necklace that I'll show on the side of the video. And then I purchased a couple of rings from my absolutely my very favorite store in Melbourne, which is called Husk. I absolutely love the stuff in this store. And I like wearing rings because they add a little bit of something to an outfit. All right, the final thing I want to talk about are just some of the little gifty kind of things that I'm bringing back. I'm only going to show you a few things that particularly I think are cool, and also talk about a few of the food items that I've discovered here. For gift things, you may have seen me on video drinking from a specific cup. This one in particular. This is by a ceramist from Sydney, and her name is Samantha Robinson. I'll try and include her Instagram. I love her porcelain cups. They are so dainty, so cute. I love drinking my coffee. I've mentioned that I'm not too keen on the Airbnb I've had here. Everything was kind of soulless. So I saw this in one of the stores in Elwood and I really wanted that. And I thought, what a cute little thing to bring back as gifts. So I've got a few of her cups that I am bringing back. One for myself and then also as a gift for someone. This is one that I purchased that I am actually just going to leave here in my little bag of goodies so that when I come back next year, I have a really nice little cup to drink from. I did get one to give as a gift and I don't really want to show it here. I did purchase another one for myself to take home. And it's this blue one. I don't know. I'm going to try and focus it. This is so dainty and it's absolutely like so light. Finally, let me just quickly touch on some food. I love this granola. It's by Brook Farm. I think it's called Brook Farm. And this is an Australian brand. I love this one. It is macadamia and raspberry and it is low sugar. So I love my homemade granola. There's nothing better than that, but I'm not making it over here. And so this one really I'm loving. I have to say this, Australia has the best groceries. There is so much choice here. I absolutely love the variety of products. I don't see the same variety when I'm in Calgary, especially for things like dairy, because Canada has kind of a protectionist thing with dairy. I don't really understand it, but we just don't have the same choice. Like here, there is so many different kinds of yogurt, so many different options. So I find the grocery choices here are amazing. The eggs taste amazing here, and so does the chicken. The beef, I'm from Alberta, so I'm sorry, but nothing beats Alberta beef. The other thing I discovered here, and I'm sure it's available elsewhere, but it's this hot chili honey. I have never used this before, and I discovered it here, and someone was talking about it here, and so I thought I'd try it. I am absolutely obsessed, and I will try and find this when I get back to Calgary because it is delicious. It's really great on like if you're making chicken or hamburger patties or that type of thing. Just amazing. And then the next thing I'm loving here is this balsamic glaze. I'll see if I can focus this. I have not seen this in Calgary. Now, I'm sure there is something similar. Again, I've never used this in the past, so I'm going to look for this back home. This is so nice. You can just drizzle it over chicken if you're stir frying it, or just different dishes. It adds kind of a wonderful, very concentrated balsamic taste. And it helps to caramelize certain things. Again, I must be behind the times. I've never seen this before. I discovered it here in Melbourne. So that is it for my little shopping, getting things kind of video. I hope you enjoyed this. It's always fun to see what people are buying when they go on a trip. I'm always curious about what people are buying and what is kind of sparking their interest when they're traveling. And so I thought I would bring this to you. That's all I have for this week. Thank you so much to Ritual for sponsoring this video. And I will see you all next week at my regular time. Bye.